We're going to look at Google Translate today. There's a couple different ways you can use Google Translate. One is through the web, and the other is through an app on your phone or tablet. So for this video, I'm just going to look at a couple different ways to use it in a web browser. But I'll attach another video on the Tech Challenge page that describes the different ways that the app works, which is pretty cool and hard to demonstrate in this kind of a video. So on a web page, if I find that I'm looking at information that is in a different language, so for example, here's a website that is in Spanish, and Google has recognized this. I'm using the Chrome browser, and up at the top this little bar drops down and it says this page is in Spanish. And sometimes it guesses wrong, and so this is Spanish, so we're okay here. But if it wasn't Spanish, I could have it pick a different one. And it asks if I'd like to translate it. So I can say translate, and everything is now in English. That's not coming from the web producer, that's coming from the Chrome browser, translating it on the fly. What that means is it doesn't always get everything exactly right, especially phrases and longer sentences. Sometimes grammatically it has difficulty, but it's definitely enough for you to understand what's going on here. So a great way to navigate a site that you can't understand. You could also use this to translate an article. So if students were doing research and they wanted to get research from the perspective of somebody who actually lives in a country where a language is spoken differently than ours, then they could use this to translate the message or translate the article. And again, it wouldn't be perfect, but it'd be enough to get a sense of what the meaning is. Another way to use Google Translate in a web browser is to add an extension. And so we've talked about adding Chrome extensions before. What you want to do is go to the Chrome Web Store. In the search box up here, I'm going to type in Google Translate. And here is the extension right there. I'll click the blue Add to Chrome button, and we'll say Add Extension. And it's going to show up here in the top right corner. So there is my Chrome extension. So now if I go back over to this website, if I click on the extension button, I can type in anything I'd like to translate. Or there's the option for translate this page. So again, you can click translate this page, and it translates it to English, and then you can click up here to show the original again. What's nice about the extension is if you find there's just a word or phrase that you want to understand in a different language, you can just use that to quickly translate. So if I jump over here to this article and I copy this sentence here, which I have no idea what it is. Looks like there's two sentences there. We'll copy that. Notice that there's a little button that shows up right there from the Translate extension. I can just click that button, and here is the English version. Radon is a radioactive gas that causes cancer. Although radon cannot be seen or smelled, nor does it taste, it can cause problems in your home. Okay, so that's great. I can also have it read to me out loud in Spanish or in English. A third way to use Google Translate on a web browser is just to go to Google Translate in a Google search, and then you can type in words in English and have it translated. So we can type in, "Hi, how are you?" And here it comes in French. And if you're not sure how to pronounce that, you can click the button and it will pronounce it for you. Okay, Google Translate is even more cool when you use it on a device like a phone or a tablet. So back on the Tech Challenge website, in your instructions, there's a list of some other video resources to look at. One of those is an instruction on how to use it with an app.